G'day, today we're looking at Mini Motorways, and very cool, today we're actually sponsored by Mini Motorways. So mid-December, Mini Motorways is getting a brand new update with a few extra changes, and Mini Motorways just asked us if we'd like to have a look at them. So this is a quick look at the beta just before it comes out, and an idea of some of the new features that are coming in it. So first, we'll just jump into a nice quick technical change, and it is that Colorblind mode, I think, has a little bit more detail to it. Now, I'm sure I might have ticked it on before, but one thing that I do notice here now is that you actually get a preference of what colors you do see, which I think is kind of cool. I'm not sure which color, like I have had occasionally people do ask for the colors to be done in Colorblind mode, so I'm not quite sure which ones are impacting people most, but because there is a new style of the game as well, actually we'll play this one in colorblind mode to distinguish it from the weeklies and the daily videos that I do as well. So, another thing that has changed is that they've added a really neat extra part to the statistics. So there is now this guy. Sorry, that's the challenges. This is the statistics. So in here, it actually shows you not only like where you sort of rank in the boards, but where you position, I guess, in the overall. So you can see that the majority of people do here, and then I get somewhere in this top 5%, which I guess might be this. Is this what this black line here is? That'd be cool. Let's see if we can find out on another one. So on this one, there we go. So you can see that black line is sort of where we place, and I guess if you want to gauge at how you're doing compared to everyone else, these are going to be nice look. And actually for me, I'm just going to have a quick check of all these to see if there's any of these that I actually should be addressing again, or I can see that, say, with Dar es Salaam, you can go, don't worry about buddy, you've probably done all you can. Again, quite good, very good. That's one, Munich. Oh, we're looking, we're feeling confident right now. 9,000, good job. I forgot I did that. Oh, Rio. Let's reevaluate there, buddy. Nice. Go back to Mexico. Wow. All right, Mexico. We've got some work to do as well. And then Wellington, I've only had, I think, the one look at, so it doesn't surprise me that there's some room for change there too. Now, the other thing that I did click on before is that each level does now have challenges to them. So what a challenge is it gives you basically like what the weeklies or the dailies are, but now there are set ones that will sort of stay there to match each city. So say there can only be none. We can have no tunnels, no motorways. That one sounds like that's going to be nice and tough. So I will do one of the challenges now as well. But we've just got a choice of which one we want to do. It does seem like there's a few extra things in these that I haven't seen before. These ones we have seen in the dailies, but there's a few that are to do with diagonal, which I think is a really interesting change. This one, there we go, right there. Diagonal roads require double the amount of road tiles, which I think we might try this one because that's a function that we've not seen before. And we're obviously going to be working with limited road tiles. That I mean, I don't know if you'd sort of... The combination of these two is interesting because surely if you're heading sort of diagonally, you want to actually use... you want to use, like, diagonally is going to cost you as much as if you were to sort of go up and go right anyway, so let's see how we go. So for example, that, but I mean, if I was going 1, 2 down, I would otherwise be going, so that's costing me diagonal, so that's say 4 there, but if I went 1, 2, 3, 4, it feels like it's going to be the same amount anyway. So in terms of a level like this where we're attempting to save tiles, I'm not sure. It does pose certainly an interesting strategy, and it makes me wonder if they're attempting to curb something that that people have been using to exploit diagonals in a particular way that they possibly didn't expect. But certainly not something that I've ever tried, or I've really had anyone sort of tell me that they do with great success. Well, let's cut that corner because we want to save as many tiles as possible. And I mean, since I'm only going to go to one of these two houses, it makes sense that we probably want to go to the closer guy. We'll just get rid of him for now. We've already got one bridge, and definitely bridges come in big commodities in this one. And the other thing is that roundabouts we can use to cut down the amount of tiles that we're using. For example, if we were to put that in there, we would recover those roadblocks. Okay, so what do we want to do here? Are we going to get this guy addressed? For now, let's just do that. Because it's such early days, they can certainly handle this load of the two of them, I think. I will aim to slowly work through all of these new challenges as well. Give them all a look, see how we go, how we stack up on the leaderboards. Really interesting use of the bridge that I guess I'll have to do there to have him run straight down the river. I've used the bridge, so let's take another bridge. These scattered houses, it's a bit trickier to sort of use them in this level so far, because we don't want to be sort of burning through our tiles. I've got to say too, using the colorblind mode, which is certainly something I haven't used before, it's quite cool. Some of these colors are really nice. Like, that's a really nice blue. And seeing that you can actually preference out what colors you do and don't want, certainly some appeal to it. Do realize that there's also a group of people that watch my videos as a thing to do to wind down at the end of the day, and probably dark mode is the preference there. But hopefully there's certainly a variety of people that I guess enjoy my videos at different times of the day. Got to really start to consider what we're going to do with those motorways so far too. Something like this guy here. It's even just that we could use a motorway, not because he's in a bad spot, but just because he would give us so many of our tiles back. Definitely we might look at using one here, but hopefully gives one more pink house for this, because otherwise, I guess for now, this guy's going to have a personal little journey. Okay, so wait for the week to end, see what we get. We have used our second bridge, but we'll just take it just to be covered. Alright, so what we're first going to have to do is get this guy out of the road business and get them into the motorway business. And say this guy, we might just claim 2 of his, and we'll send them down. If we get rid of that, this is just in the name of trying to save motorways, get rid of that, and then what we do is get rid of that, turn this guy around. He can come in there pretty quick. These 2 guys we can turn around, and we can connect them once that bridge has gotten rid of. And then these two guys we can have head down there. Which saves us one of those 3 motorways we were using. Just gotta wait for this bridge to get unclaimed. Lovely. This guy is still a problem though. Hopefully he's close enough that this will quickly clean this up. He looks like he's winning that battle on his own at the moment, which is good. Bit tough having three warehouses with 5, but we'll get there. Now, certainly in my colorblind colors, when I revisit the colors that are available, I tell you, I'm getting rid of this color. Doesn't pop like a lot of the other ones do. Okay, so this guy's gone circular. So let's turn these two guys in. Flip this to here. Flip them back around. Just left on the outside there. We won't worry about connecting him because I think that this guy's going to be covered. And what we want to do is get these two guys to... Actually, we don't have to... It's a waste of a square there. We can get those two guys connecting like that. Along with him. We'll claim the further away one just purely because it means that we can get rid of more road here than we otherwise would. Alright. This guy down here. Alright, let's let these 3 guys clean that up. And as soon as they have, we'll swing them down there and we'll get this guy. Try and make it a bit of a cleaner road than that. Take the motorway. I still haven't used that roundabout yet either. So we currently have two of these factories are running on only one house, and this pink one here and this yellow one here. And then we have a few like this blue, this green, this yellow, this black that are only running on on 2. Now, these two here mean that I can actually get rid of that. Pause that for a second. Get rid of that. 3 of these guys together. Click them up. Get rid of that. So he's now got 3 looking after him. And we will... These 2 guys to whip up. Get him to swing down. Got that extra bridge now, as long as we don't need to cross anything. And we give this guy highway as well. So far we've done a pretty good job of not having to use too many of our highways, and we've still got 70 tiles left, so far so good. But like I said, there are a few that are very skimpily maintained. We end up with extra, like an excess of pink houses, which we kind of do up here too. Take the bridge because we don't have one. Alright, cool. This guy here is a help. Big help for him. This guy here, at least he's close. These 2 here, if we need a motorway, they can jump in and help out. Now, this is one of the things I'm not too sure about. What I could do, and normally would do, is move this guy up, down, and around to here. Like this. But that's just really a waste of 4 squares, because I don't really expect these 2 guys to make much of an appearance in helping out here. If anything, they're more likely to just be a duo that gets sent somewhere else. So at the moment, we'll just sort of sit and wait and see See how we progress here. Yeah, definitely we're very undermanned in a few of these situations. Alright, so let's connect the two of these guys together. Bounce them over there. Let's shift that to there. Certainly will welcome some more motorways if you guys be so kind. So that's the last of our motorways for now. Another blue house over here. That does make him blue house number 3. Oh no, sorry, I do have another motorway because I adjusted that one and it automatically spent it. Black house up here. Now I wonder if I should adjust this to sort of come straight up here. Because that diagonal would be costing 2 as well. Alright, well we're going to need to address this guy. We've just got a big population there that we can use. We've got our one motorway. So since this guy down here is starting to run a bit wild, we'll just give him a quick surge at least of things to look after him. And probably with some of these populations I could be using a roundabout to clean it up a bit. While we've still got the space to do so. Still keeping an eye on these guys. I mean, this guy here is pretty set. He's now less of a concern than this guy and his situation. This guy here is still on 1. Alright, let's pause here for a second and think about what we want to do here. What we could do is flip this motorway to that side. So we can see this side a little bit clearer. Get 3 guys going that way. And we can have 4 guys still helping out with this one. Well, I mean, now we've got the 4, we could possibly flick this guy back that way. That's certainly a roundabout required, not roundabout required, a highway required setup there. So, what we will do is we will flick these 3 guys, I guess, to face this way. And let's steal that highway. Their fellow greens. This currently has me with 20 left. If I get rid of that and make that connection, it's still 20. So I don't think that the diagonals is going to... I guess it would sort of be the way that you made a grid that would more impact the way that you would utilize that. Still with a keen eye on this guy and this guy. Could turn one of these guys around to help out that, so it was he had 2. I mean, also, if I just get, like, say, 2 more houses up here, I can swap this highway to go up there, and then these 4 guys can all go to that one there. We do have a lot of black houses down here, not too many on this one that probably matters most. Alright, well, there's our second yellow house up here. There's our third. It has come to pass. Alright, so let's... Oh, there's 4th as well. Alright, let's spoil them with a little roundabout surprise. swing that up there. And these 4 guys, now that you can see that we are just about to run out of tiles. So the usefulness of these guys is certainly going to be put under question because they're having to spend some road to get up here. Nice to see these 2 guys together. You are not useful there, though. We'll definitely take a motorway now that we're starting to penny pinch. And what we are getting here is another little community that we can send over here if we need. Again, though, we can see this guy is now starting to feel it. He might need a bit more help too. It's only got the 4 houses on there. Oh, thank you. Okay. This guy here now needs his attention. What we can do is probably... Oh, maybe let's extend it that way. That there. I'll just go the 2, just because they're the closest 2. You could possibly get 3 houses back here, but maybe just 2 closer is going to be more beneficial. These guys are a little bit spread too, so we would have to spend some excess tiles doing that. This guy here, he seems to come and go. I think he's happy again. We'll have 1 extra motorway. Okay. Now, can we get this in here anywhere? Cool. Let's run out of road tiles. Oh boy. Alright. Scratch that. Instead, this guy, you can have 3. And we'll give 1 extra guy to this. Now, possibly these 2 guys here are actually closer to... It would be a good help. I'm surprised that this guy's doing so ordinary. He's got 5 houses. If we can keep 1 motorway on hand and we can use it to address whatever is our current problem, that would be a really nice way to go. But we'll see how we do. And like I said, we're going to keep a stern eye on this setup here, because I'm still convinced these 2 guys have never left home. You can see that the 3 of these guys are barely leaving home. They are all in on giving us black houses, though. We are flush for black houses. The blue here is starting to look a little bit shaky. Unfortunately, I can't even get the 1 square to connect this guy who would be his closest. Where can we gain that 1 square? Motorway? Okay. Let's, as we're starting to panic here, see what we can do. We're just going to try a little quick fix of getting the 2 closest guys to the action to come down and help out. I do want to find... Alright, I'm going to claim that blue guy there, because he is, his job is also coming over and helping this guy, and surely this guy here is closer. Now, this is a pretty bad little intersection I've just made there, but it should address itself pretty quick. It's just a surge of, I think, the 2 extra cars coming in that was the problem. So hopefully they sort themselves out. That's better. Okay. Now, I wonder if there's a design that I can do here that would allow me to get more guys attached to this guy now that he's gone circular. It would cost me 2 squares to get the 2 of these guys connected. I don't think the bridge has any purpose for me at this point because I can't afford to build roads. I don't want to abandon these 2 guys here, but I don't know why it's why I hold a sentimental value to the 2 of them being connected, which has been through so much together. Alright, so now that we've got those 2, let's disconnect that. Because this guy is definitely in need of attention. This guy's at it again. We can at least get another house attached to him to help out. I mean, that intersection there is going to be a problem for him. This guy here and this guy here are both unhappy. This guy here is hopefully going to sort himself out. This is looking messy. I don't think I can put a set of lights on that because it is direct to the line. Make the roundabout. And let's think. I claim back a road at all for that? I do. I claim back 1 road. Cool. Bump that up 1. Make that. See if that helps that setup. Can we get this guy connected here? How many road have I got? 0. What don't we need? All of these guys are currently working. So just everything's sort of pushing a bit hard at this point. This guy here is certainly looking bad. What has he got? I want him connected. So who isn't struggling? That would probably be the better question at this point. And the answer is this guy here with his raggedy line of guys. So let's disconnect that guy. Let's put him up. Let's make their connection a little bit straighter. With that, we can get... Alright, let's... Oh, no. Thank you. We need 2 to connect him there. Cool, there it is. Sometimes it's just about weathering the storm. It's actually that they will sort of start to relax a little bit. Maybe not in this case. Maybe this guy here is certainly looking worse. This guy here as well. We're going to need to claim something to get this guy connected because he needs the extra house. So even if I disconnected these guys here, they're not going to stop just yet. So we need someone who's actually going to stop, which I don't think would be anyone. It's that guy. So the 3. Get in there, buddy. Oh, had a second to spare, but too late on this guy. There we go, 2983. Let's exit to the menu and see how we did. So, curious to see how the leaderboard shows. Well, I guess of the people checking it out so far, I'm the one who gave that one a go and gave it my all. I guess it's probably too early days to give us any other sort of chart apart from just I'd say the chart would only have a stat of sort of 6 people on it. There we go. I guess any questions or comments, feel free to chuck them below. Obviously, you can pick up mini Motorways on Steam. This is the sponsored one, so I will mention that. I obviously clearly enjoy it as a game. So, yeah, till next time, I'll catch you later. See ya.